What's good, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. I'm here to give my review of the Gennady Triple G Golovkin versus Dominic Wade middleweight title fight. There's really not much to talk about. It was a 2-round fight. Dominic Wade looked very amateurish in there. He didn't look like he wanted to fight this guy. I mean, his punches were with no conviction. He had no energy, and he didn't even look like he was in shape. So Triple G just ran over this guy and just punished and demolished him. I mean, the first round was a little bit of a fill-out process. Dominic Wade was letting his hands go to the best of his ability, which isn't much to speak of. And then Gennady's just going to the body. You could just see that every punch is just hurting Wade. He somehow makes it out the first round. We get into the second round. It's more of the same, except that Gennady Golovkin is just going ham on the body. I mean, he is just punishing this kid to the head, to the body. He knocks him down 3 times in the round, and eventually they stop the fight. It was a very destructive performance. I mean, Dominic Wade was a huge underdog. This is what he was supposed to do. So, I mean, all right, you knocked out another cab driver. And then the telecast was extremely biased. I mean, oh my God. You could tell who they were rooting for. I mean, they weren't giving the guy any credit. I mean, they were just talking about how great Golovkin is, how nobody wants to fight him, which is false. There are people that want to fight him. He just knows if he fights them, there's a chance he can get that smoke. That's just plain and simple. Lara has called him out. We all know about Ward. James DeGale has called him out. These are all high-level fighters with great amateur pedigree and Olympic pedigree. We all know Gennady doesn't want that, but that's neither here nor there. We know he's not going to fight those guys. But what we can talk about is Canelo now. He is shaming Canelo into fighting him at this point. I mean, Gennady is calling him out, and I actually do want to see this fight, because I think this will be a good fight. I mean, they both have similar styles. I do think that Canelo is a little faster, but I do feel that Triple G is stronger. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I don't think it'll be a knockout fight or anything like that. I think it'll go 12, but I think it's going to be a good fight. So hopefully we get that either in the fall or early 2017. I mean, at this point, I know that Canelo is De La Hoya's cash cow and all that, and he's trying to protect him and keep the money going as long as he can, but I mean, people are chanting for this fight at this point. They just have to make it happen. And to be honest, on the side note, Triple G needs to also compromise as well and get down to this 155. I mean, if he's the cash cow, hey, and the A side, hey, you want this fight, you want your payday, you got to do it, man. I mean, you don't really have the backing to be able to make any stipulations in this fight. So if you want the smoke, do what you need to do to get this payday. Beat him. It's over, and now you're the guy. So that's what I'm pretty much waiting to happen, is that for this compromise to happen so we can finally get this Triple G versus Canelo, so we can really know how good Triple G is. Because Canelo has a very solid resume already in his young career. So if Triple G beats Canelo, even though he'll be the bigger man and all that, it'll still be somewhat impressive because Canelo is a high-level caliber fighter, regardless of him being flat-footed and all that. He's still a very high-level fighter. So that's my review of the fight. Not much to talk about. Triple G steamrolled this fool like he was supposed to. That guy had no shot. He had a deer in the headlights look from the beginning of the fight. He got dropped 3 times. And Triple G got him out of there. Had a little funny post-fight interview with Mox. Hey, Mox. And that was very entertaining. So congratulations to Triple G for steamrolling yet another Walmart employee, and gone.